what's up there, YouTube? Ben here with yet another new video for you guys today, and I've only got one question for you. Do you want to know how I got these scars? Yeah. You see, my father was... I don't know where that came from. I just finished watching Batman. I'm sorry. If you haven't noticed, big comic book fan. Iron Man right there. Breaking Bad. Well, this isn't comic book. I don't know why I showed you that. Unless Jesse, get to the... I can't do a Walter White impression. But anyways, people have been asking me to do this for a while now. They wanted me to make a video on what's on my Android device, and a lot of it was during my little hiatus of not making videos. So now that I am back, I figured we'd go ahead and get into that right now. So without any further ado, let's get into that video. Alright guys, so here we are back in the video. So the first thing that I'm going to show off is, first off, you can kind of ignore the background on this. This is not my actual background, it's just because I had Google Play music going. But as you can see, my LG G3 is running Android 5.0.2, so I do have that lollipop lock screen. And now here is my current home screen setup. So I know some people are going to ask, what's the wallpaper? It's a character named Finn Balor off of a show called NXT. If you know what that is, you guys are awesome, definitely cool. If you don't, look it up. I'll explain that maybe in another video about me or something of that sort, just to kind of get you guys knowing a little bit more about me personally. But anyways, so the first thing on my home screen is going to be my setup. So I am using Nova Launcher. I always use a third-party launcher on my phones, no matter what. Some people like using stock launchers, but I like having full customization, like being able to hide the status bar and all that kind of stuff, being able to swipe down and have all your notifications come down like that, instead of having to, you know, go all the way up top just to get them to show. And then as you can see, I am on a ROM, Cyanogenmod 12, so therefore I am able to mod my notification bar. And so as you can see, it has, you know, that Batman logo, and you may be able to see later on, but I can show you here actually. It has, again, Batman right there when you're going to check on your sounds and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, let's get into the actual phone right now. So the first thing you guys are going to notice on my home screen is going to be my camera app. Again, it's just the stock camera app that comes with Lollipop. Nothing too special. And then we got my Google Play music. We got your alarm and clock. Then we have gallery. Again, also just the stock gallery right here. And we have Google Plus, which I never thought I would be that into, but surprisingly, I use it quite a bit. And then we have Reddit. I am a huge fan of Reddit. If you use Reddit, you probably know what I'm talking about. It's like impossible to get off of it. So if you ever need to go to school or study for finals, or, you know, just trying to go to sleep, don't look at Reddit before doing that, because you will get trapped in an endless cycle of looking up things that you didn't even know you cared about until that night that you're actually looking at it. It's impossible to just like turn off your phone, but eventually you'll get around to it, or you find that you're just too tired and pass out with your phone in your hand. But I again use Bacon Reader for Reddit. A lot of people like to use Reddit is Fun, which I think is not a very good looking app. It surprises me that people are comfortable with using that UI. Maybe it now has a material design, I don't know. And then a lot of people, which is my second favorite version of Reddit clients, is the Reddit Sync Dev app. It's got that material design, and it's a little bit more flashier and looks a little bit more minimalistic, but I still just think Bacon Reader is just a much easier Reddit client to use than those apps. Also back on my home screen is my Instagram, of course. If you guys haven't yet, definitely add me. It's underscore Yokoshima. It's not Black Blizzard at the time. I wasn't making videos, so I don't know why I decided to change my name, but right now it's underscore Yokoshima. So if you want to see that, definitely give that a check out. Lots of funny stuff that I like to post. It's not all about tech, so I do jiu-jitsu. I post about different shows that I like. And then back to my home screen. Again, I have my Google Chrome as my main web client. Most people have Google Chrome as their web client. Again, most people that don't really care about switching their stuff, they might have the stock browser, but I like Google Chrome. And then of course, just the regular stuff on the bottom. You have your phone app, contacts or people, whatever your phone calls them. For my texting, I like to use Textra. And then here I have a bunch of my most used apps. So obviously we have Snapchat. Everybody knows what that is. Got your Google Play Store, YouTube, Netflix, Tapatalk, which if you use, XDA forums or any sort of just forum online, Tapatalk is a good thing to have. Crunchyroll, I'm a really big anime fan, so I like to use Crunchyroll to be able to, again, go to my Chromecast. You can just click that button. Then as you can see, the background's going to change right away to Crunchyroll and all that kind of good stuff. So I like to use this to watch my animes, whether it's Naruto, One Piece, I like Fairy Tail, Dragon Ball Z, obviously. Everyone likes Dragon Ball Z. Even if you're not an anime fan, you likely like Dragon Ball Z, so that's always good. Hunter x Hunter is a really good one. I can go on for hours about anime. I love it. And yeah, so we have that. We got Plex, which I also like to use to, oops, that's not what I wanted to go into. That was Tumblr. But you saw that I have Tumblr. I'm not afraid to admit that. But yeah, we have Plex, which I like to use to watch, again, movies from my computer onto my TV via Chromecast. So that's always a very good app. And then one of my favorite apps that I use constantly is going to be InstaShot. So you've probably all seen this in one of my other videos about InstaShot, but it's just the best app, I think, if you ever want to share videos from your phone, whether it's a video that you took, a video that you downloaded from the web, because we're Android, so we can actually do that. We don't have to have permission from Apple. So you can do that, share it with people on Instagram, or we'll show you here later on, show it with people on Snapchat as well. But yeah, so you can just choose a video. So me and my friend Nick, we got bored last week and we decided to, make a video showing off our WWE moves. So I'll show you that in just a little bit.
Nick, come here.
Yeah, so there's that, and then it lets you just share that to Instagram. And then again, since I am rooted, I have this app called SnapRefs, where it lets you share whatever video or picture you want with Snapchat. So if you want to, you can go here. It has to be at least 2.5, or it has to be 2.5 or under megabits or bytes. So if it's larger, it may cut off in the video. But yeah, so you can actually go here, say that you want to share this. Let's see. Well, I guess it's going to process here first, unfortunately. But it'll go here, let you share it, and then when the pop-up does come up that it has finished, you'll see the option to share it with SnapRefs right here. And then it takes you into the Snapchat app.
Hey, Nick, come here.
And you have it right for Snapchat, and you can share it right then and there. And it might take a little bit to post, but it doesn't take too long. Then you can watch it back, and then it normally does it in the correct aspect ratio. And then you can also change that so it's black, so therefore it's more flush with that. And a lot of your friends are gonna be like, "Hey, how did you get that?" But we're cool like that. And then also, we have a little bit more miscellaneous stuff, nothing too big. I like flat style colored bars. If you watched my video on how to make your phone look like Android L, you'll notice that you used to have to go into each app unless it was already done for you, and set it manually to match either the top of the app or the bottom of the app. So whatever color's on top of the app, the color of the status bar would change, and then whatever color's on the bottom of the app, the color bar would change, or the app's navigation bar would change as well to match that. So that way it makes it look like you're using all of your phone's real estate like you should be doing. Alright, and so going over, we have a few more apps. Again, I don't use probably half the apps that I have on here. Some stuff I just needed, you know, it was like a 1 in 10 type thing just for routing purposes and whatnot. But I have maps that I use quite a bit. I mean, that's on every phone though. Monster UI, which lets you customize your phone a little bit more if you're rooted. So again, you can go into it and see that you can choose your material color for most defaulted apps and all that kind of stuff. And you have Omni Switch, which will let you go ahead and also change a few different things on your device. Very good customization stuff for Android. Another one that I like to use is Reboot Manager. So some phones, for whatever reason, or some ROMs I should say, when you long press the power button, it doesn't really give you any choices. It's kind of hard to see on here, it's a little bit too bright, but some it'll simply just say power off or reboot, and it doesn't give you the other options to reboot into recovery or anything like that. So this gives you those options right there. And you also have Root Explorer, which is also a very good thing if you want to, you know, be able to search specifically where your app is at. You can go ahead here. Also, if you are new to rooting, definitely don't mess around with stuff in here. You might, you know, brick your phone or something like that. Some stuff your phone definitely does need, especially going into the system or, you know, those sort of folders. And we also have Sling TV that I've been using recently. Watch out for this part. I'm gonna open the app. It might have some spoilers in it. I think it's on AMC and they got a marathon of The Walking Dead going on right now. So if you don't want to see a small clip of that, again, definitely you know, skip this part or something of that sort. But Sling TV is really good. I don't use cable anymore. I just rarely watch TV except for my few shows. So this is only 20 bucks a month, and it will let you have, you know, your main channels that you want to watch. So this again has AMC, Disney Channel, ESPN, your main sports channels, food channels, travel channel, and there's different packages as well. So if the main one does not is not included in your package, you can do that. And if you're on Xbox, I believe it gives you like 1 month free, and then if you're on just downloading it from your computer, it gives you the first 7 days free to try out. So you can always do that, see if you like it before purchasing it, which is also a very nice thing. Then of course we have Terminal Emulator. So if you're again doing more root stuff that requires ADB but you're not at your computer, this lets you have like a command prompt to do all that kind of stuff for you. This has your Cyanogenmod Themes. Again, I only have my default one, which is basically just stock Lollipop with a few ROM tweaks that the developer made, and then again the Batman one that I've already showed off a bit. Then over here we have Titanium Backup, the app that never changes its UI or anything like that. This is good for backing up your apps, which is another thing that I was sad about the Galaxy Note 4. You could not root it, so I had to download everything manually. Again, it will, you know, re-download your apps on your phone through the Google Play Store, but it does not have data included, so you have to re-sign into everything, which is just a huge hassle to me, and I don't like it. And also, again, I delete a lot of apps that I end up not using, and it restores those apps that I've already deleted, and then I've already, you know, I'm downloading, or I'm re-downloading apps from like 2009 or 2010, I should say, since that's the first year I got an Android phone. But yeah, it's just very annoying. You have UCCW, which is a widget that you can go ahead and get. Well, allows you to use different widgets here, so you see that I have that widget installed here, and Nova Launcher lets you choose your widgets all over here, so you can do that, resize it however you want. On both sides of my device, I don't have too much. I have my email, and then I have my calendar, which is pretty bare. Most of my stuff is just all jujitsu and then work, but I don't usually put that in my calendar just because I know when I work. But yeah, I don't have too much on my device quite yet. I usually have a few more things. I rarely play games. If I do play games, it's usually on my iPad. So if you want to see a video on what's on my iPad, definitely hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comment section below letting me know that you want to see that. And then another nice app is this YouTube app that lets you control, you know, how your YouTube looks to you. So you can have the default pane, which will, you know, be on your subscribers or browse channels. You can change the maximum default quality. So I usually keep it on 1080p, unless I'm watching, you know, like an MKBHD video where I know he records in 4K and decided to change that to 1440 or 2160p, which phones don't have 4K yet, but it will still play a little bit higher quality, but nothing that you'll really notice. But yeah, that's really about it for this video, guys. Again, I keep my phones pretty bare. I like to definitely obviously customize my phone and make it look good so a lot of people see it and like, hey, what is that? But other than that, I don't do too much on my devices. Again, I'm more of a tinkerer versus someone who likes to play a bunch of games on their phone like most people seem to like to do. But anyways, guys, that is it for this video pretty much. Again, it's a little bit of a longer video just because I'm sitting here talking to myself for you guys here, explaining what's on my device. So it's not the most exciting video at all, but a lot of people have been asking for it. Again, not too exciting, but there is still stuff that I figured I'd give you guys a look at. But I'll probably have a new video either later this week or sometime next week as well. I want to make it so I'm making at least 1 or 2 videos a week for you guys. And yeah, again, if you like that video, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section below, hit that subscribe button, like the video if you liked it. Let me know what you want to see in future videos. If you want me to talk about, you know, more iOS stuff a little bit more than I have been, if you want me to talk about, you know, more current events like I was doing before I kind of went on a little bit my bit of a hiatus, you know, making more of news videos and kind of all that kind of stuff, just let me know about that all in that comment section below, and I will catch you guys in the next one.